Welcome back to Before AGI Weekly, your guide to the ever-changing world of AI. This week, we've got a wild mix of AI news. We're talking about like meme-powered trading bots and the U.S. government deciding to play, AI gatekeeper.
It's definitely been a busy one. AI's impact is rippling everywhere. Finance, geopolitics, even scientific research. So should we just dive in?
Yeah, let's go. First up, AI is crashing the crypto party. There's this project, Mind of PEPE. And this isn't your average meme coin. It's serious. They got $1.8 million in pre-sale funding for an AI agent that's going to manage social media and give market insights to its token holders.
What's really interesting here is how they're aiming to analyze market sentiment using, well, memes. It's like they're trying to crack the code of online communities to predict what the market's going to do.
So hold on, are you saying it's like having a financial advisor who's fluent in meme?
You got it. And it'll be fascinating to see if this actually works or if it's just, riding the meme wave.
Okay, well, that's definitely something to watch. But shifting gears a bit, things are getting serious with the U.S. government stepping in. They're putting in new export controls on AI tech, especially these powerful frontier models. They're being pretty careful about who gets their hands on this tech.
This move is a clear signal that AI is no longer just about, the tech itself. It's geopolitical now. These frontier models can do some really complex stuff, like generating human-quality text and code. The U.S. wants to stay on top, and keep this tech from potential rivals.
So it's about, staying ahead in the global AI race.
Exactly. But, there are concerns about what this means for international collaboration. It could slow down innovation if everyone's working in silos.
It's a tricky balance,
Okay.
wanting to protect your advantage, but also not wanting to miss out on the benefits of everyone working together.
Absolutely. It'll be interesting to see how these export controls play out in the long run and what impact they have on the global AI ecosystem.
For sure. Now let's move away from government regulation and talk about business innovation for a second. We're seeing a huge surge in companies using AI in really new ways. Accenture is saying we're entering an era of AI autonomy, where AI won't just be a tool, it'll be making decisions and even acting as a brand ambassador.
What's really fascinating here is that we're seeing AI move from the back end to the front lines of business. Imagine AI crafting marketing campaigns, personalizing customer interactions, even negotiating deals.
Whoa. So, is AI stepping into roles that humans used to do? What does this mean for jobs and, the skills people will need in the future?
It's a huge shift. We're going from AI as a tool for automation to AI as a collaborator and even potentially a leader. Businesses will have to adapt and people will need to upskill to stay relevant.
It's definitely a lot to think about. And it's not just the business world that's changing. Scientists are using AI to create these self-driving labs. They're like these research facilities that can make discoveries at an incredible speed.
These labs are pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Imagine robots running experiments 24/7 powered by AI, analyzing massive data sets, finding patterns that humans might miss. It could revolutionize fields like drug discovery, material science, even space exploration.
It's like having a research assistant who never sleeps and can process information instantly. It's pretty mind-blowing to think about the breakthroughs that could come from this.
But it also makes you think, what does this mean for the role of human scientists? Will they become more like overseers guiding the AI? Or will AI eventually take the lead in scientific progress?
It's a big question.
Hmm.
And it's something we'll need to grapple with as AI keeps getting smarter and becomes more integrated into research.
While these self-driving labs are making discoveries, the legal world is still trying to figure out what to do with it all. The U.S. Patent Office is facing a real puzzle when it comes to inventions created by AI.
It's a bit of a head-scratcher, right? Can AI be considered an inventor? And if so, who actually owns the rights to its creations? These questions are creating a lot of uncertainty, especially as AI systems are becoming more creative and coming up with totally new solutions.
This legal uncertainty is a big deal for companies investing in AI research. It could stifle innovation if inventors aren't sure about patent protection for what AI creates. We need a legal framework that makes sense for AI while still encouraging people to invent new things.
It's like a classic case of technology moving faster than the law can keep up. And it's just one of the many legal and ethical challenges we're going to have to deal with as AI keeps evolving.
Speaking of evolving, this race to build even more powerful AI systems, it's driving a huge demand for computing power. Companies like CoreWeave and IBM are teaming up to build some of the most powerful AI supercomputers ever.
These supercomputers are like the engines of the AI revolution. They give us the processing power to train those complex AI models that we use for things like natural language processing and image recognition. It's like having a giant brain that can process massive amounts of data and learn from it.
Having this level of computing power is crucial for AI to keep progressing. It lets researchers develop and train more sophisticated models that can solve complex problems and open up new possibilities. But it also raises questions about who gets access to this power and how it's used. Could it create a divide between those who have access to these resources and those who don't?
Yeah, that's a valid concern. It really highlights the need for responsible AI development and deployment, making sure its benefits are shared widely and potential risks are minimized.
Now let's talk about a development that's shaking things up in geopolitics. Former President Trump has proposed a $500 billion AI project called Stargate. He wants to build massive data centers here in the US, and he's partnering with OpenAI, Oracle, and SoftBank.
Wow, $500 billion. That's a serious investment in AI. It sounds like a clear sign that he's committed to keeping the U.S. in the lead when it comes to AI. It's probably a response to the growing competition from other countries, especially China, which has been rapidly developing its own AI capabilities.
This initiative is a huge sign that AI isn't just about technology anymore, it's a national priority. It's about economic competitiveness, national security, and global influence.
It's a bold move. It'll be interesting to see if it delivers on its promises and what kind of impact it'll have on the global AI scene.
The stakes are high, that's for sure, and the outcome is far from certain. But one thing is crystal clear. The AI arms race is heating up.
And speaking of competition, China isn't slowing down either. DeepSeek, a Chinese AI company, just made a big announcement. They've created an AI model that they say is just as powerful as OpenAI's top model, but way cheaper.
This is a game changer. It challenges the idea that the U.S. is the only one at the top when it comes to AI. It shows that China is catching up fast and is willing to put a lot of resources into developing its own advanced AI tech. We're now in a full-blown AI arms race.
So it's not just about who has the most powerful AI, but also who can make it more accessible and affordable.
Exactly. It's a fascinating dynamic. We're seeing intense competition, but also a push to make AI more widely available. This could lead to greater access to AI tools and technologies, which could be great for innovation and economic growth.
And then there's Meta, formerly Facebook, who's also diving headfirst into AI. They're pouring billions into AI infrastructure, building these huge data centers that will need their own power plants.
This shows that the big tech companies are all in on AI. They see it as the future of their businesses, and they're not holding back when it comes to investing in it to stay ahead.
Makes you wonder what they're building with all that AI power, right?
Yeah.
New social media platforms, immersive virtual worlds, AI-powered search engines that can actually understand what we're looking for.
Your guess is as good as mine, but they're definitely thinking big. And these investments are fueling the rapid growth and evolution of the entire AI industry.
Oh, and before we forget, OpenAI just released their first official AI agent. It's called Operator. Basically, it's a super smart browser that can do things like book flights, order groceries, and even write code.
Operator is a sneak peek into a future where AI isn't just a tool, but a partner, something that's integrated into our lives. It's a powerful example of how AI can help us do things and free up our time and energy for more creative and strategic stuff.
It's like having a personal assistant right there in your computer who can anticipate what you need and get things done quickly and efficiently.
Exactly. Operator's still in its early stages, but it's a sign of what's coming. We're moving towards a world where these AI agents become increasingly advanced and personalized, capable of learning our preferences and helping us deal with all the complexities of the digital world.
It's exciting, but it also brings up some important questions. How do we make sure these AI agents are used ethically and responsibly? And how do we prepare ourselves for a future where AI plays a much bigger role in our work and everyday lives?
Those are really important questions, and ones that we need to address as AI continues to be developed and used more widely. We have to make sure AI benefits humanity, not harms or exploits it. And we need to be ready for the changes AI will inevitably bring to our society and economy.
We've definitely covered a lot of ground today. It's been a whirlwind of breakthroughs, investments, and geopolitical maneuvering, and it's all happening so fast.
It's definitely a lot to take in, but I hope it's been insightful and engaging. The AI landscape is changing constantly, and staying informed and engaged is more important than ever.
Absolutely. Now let's take a deeper look at some of the key developments we've talked about. Let's start with that Mind of PEPE project and what it could mean for the future of AI in the world of cryptocurrency.
Let's dive into how this AI agent claims to analyze market sentiment and generate insights from the world of online names. It's a great example of how AI is blurring the lines between technology, finance, and meme culture. Welcome back.
All right, so like we promised, let's really dig into Mind of Pepe. It's, riding that meme crypto wave.
Yeah.
But what's different here is that it's saying you can actually understand memes to analyze market sentiment.
Okay, now that's a wild idea. Can AI really, decode what's going on in those online communities and figure out what the market's going to do?
That's the big question. I mean, that's what they got $1.8 billion for, right? They're saying Mind of Pepe will use natural language processing and sentiment analysis to get a feel for the mood, the opinions in online communities, especially those focused on crypto. Then it'll try to connect those feelings to, actual market moves.
Hold on. So it's not just looking at, charts and numbers. It's trying to tap into, the collective mind of the crypto community. Exactly. It's like a super-powered social listening tool tuned into the language of memes and all that internet slang. Will it actually work? Who knows? But it does bring up some interesting questions about, human psychology and how we all act together, especially when it comes to the crazy world of crypto.
It's almost like a real-life experiment.
Yeah.
But with AI thrown into the mix, if it actually works, this could change everything about how we understand and predict markets.
It could definitely shake things up, but it's not without risks. What happens if the AI gets a meme wrong or misses the sarcasm? There's a lot of that online.
Yeah, good point. Even humans have trouble understanding what's going on online sometimes. It'll be interesting to see how they handle that.
And then there's the issue of manipulation. What's stopping someone from making memes just to trick the AI and, try to manipulate the market?
Oh, yeah. If this thing starts actually influencing investments, people are going to try to game the system.
Exactly. Mind of Pepe might be exciting and a new way to look at markets, but we got to be careful and think about the risks.
Definitely something to keep an eye on. Now, let's switch gears from meme crypto to the U.S. government. We talked about those new export controls on powerful AI, those frontier models.
Right. The AI that's really pushing limits, the stuff that can write like a human, translate languages, make creative content, answer your questions.
Why is the U.S. government so worried about other countries getting this?
Well, for one thing, these models could be used for bad stuff, like creating fake news and propaganda at a massive scale.
So it's a national security issue.
Absolutely. In the wrong hands, this tech could be used to cause chaos, spread misinformation, and even undermine democracies. It could also be used to make really convincing deepfakes. That could be a big problem for trust and accountability in the digital world.
It's kind of scary to think how this tech could be used to manipulate people or even, start conflicts.
I know, right? That's why the U.S. government is trying to control who gets these models, especially countries they see as potential enemies.
But we talked about the other side of this. Restricting access might stop countries from working together and slow down how fast AI develops.
Exactly. It's a tough call. How do you protect national security and also encourage global scientific progress? Some experts are worried that these controls will backfire. Other countries might just develop their own AI, and then we end up with a less cooperative, more fragmented global AI landscape.
Like an AI arms race where everyone's trying to build the best AI, but
Yeah.
they end up isolating themselves.
Right. It highlights how important it is to talk and work together to set ethical guidelines and rules for how we develop and use AI. We need to make sure AI is used for good.
Couldn't agree more. Let's move on to something more positive businesses. Using AI in new ways. We're not just talking about automating boring tasks. Accenture is saying AI will soon be making big business decisions and even being the face of brands.
It's a bold prediction, and it shows that people are realizing AI can do more than just the repetitive stuff. It can analyze tons of data, see patterns, make predictions, learn, and adapt. It's a powerful tool for making decisions, especially in, complex and constantly changing situations.
So instead of replacing humans, AI is now seen as a partner in decision-making and strategy.
Yeah. And that's why we see companies everywhere trying out AI to make decisions about all sorts of things: pricing, managing inventory, marketing campaigns, even developing new products.
What are some real-world examples of this?
Well, some companies are using AI to personalize customer experiences. They analyze past purchases, browsing history, social media activity. Then they tailor product recommendations, marketing messages, and even customer service to each person.
So it's all about making things feel more personal for the customer, which could make them more loyal and buy more stuff.
Exactly. And it's not just customer-facing roles. AI is also being used to streamline internal stuff like supply chains and logistics. By analyzing shipping routes, inventory levels, and demand forecasts, AI can help companies run smoother, cut costs, and be more efficient.
So it's like having an AI brain always analyzing and optimizing everything in the business.
Pretty much. And it's not just about efficiency and saving money. AI can help companies spot new opportunities like emerging market trends and ideas for new products.
It's like having a crystal ball powered by AI, predicting the future of your business.
You could say that. AI looks at data from all over social media, news articles, market research reports to find patterns and trends that humans might miss. This gives companies a real advantage because they can anticipate changes in the market and adapt their strategies.
It sounds like AI is becoming essential for any business that wants to keep up in today's world.
Definitely. And as AI keeps evolving, we'll see even more creative and innovative uses popping up in every industry.
Well, with AI becoming so common in business, it makes you wonder how workers will adapt.
It's a good question and one that's causing a lot of discussion. Some experts think AI will lead to lots of job losses as machines take over tasks that humans used to do.
But others say AI will create new jobs, especially in things like AI development, data science, and AI ethics.
It's probably going to be a bit of both. Some jobs will go, and new ones will be created. The important thing is for people to adapt and learn the skills that are needed in an AI-driven economy.
So it's all about lifelong learning and staying ahead of the tech curve.
That's it. And it's not just technical skills. Creativity, critical thinking, emotional intelligence, those are going to be even more valuable in the age of automation.
Because those are things machines can't easily replicate, at least not yet.
Right. That's why we should focus on developing those uniquely human skills that can complement AI, not try to compete with it.
So while businesses are embracing AI, science is also getting a major AI upgrade. We talked about those self-driving labs, those research facilities where robots work nonstop doing experiments, making discoveries super fast.
It's a game changer. Think about labs where robots handle dangerous or boring tasks so human scientists can focus on big picture thinking and analysis.
It sounds like these labs could lead to a ton of new discoveries in medicine, material science, you name it.
Absolutely. They could also make research cheaper and faster, making it accessible to more people and institutions.
Can you give us some specific examples of how these labs are being used in different fields?
Sure. In drug discovery, AI robots can screen thousands of potential drugs, pick out the promising ones, and even design and make new molecules. It really speeds up the development of new treatments for diseases.
It's like having an army of robot scientists working nonstop to find cures.
Exactly. And in materials science, these labs can be used to design and test new materials with specific properties. This could lead to lighter, stronger, and more environmentally friendly materials for buildings, bridges, airplanes, you name it.
Sounds like they could be a big part of solving problems like climate change and resource scarcity.
For sure. And in astronomy and astrophysics, self-driving labs can handle and analyze huge amounts of data from telescopes and other instruments, helping scientists learn more about the universe.
It's like having an AI-powered telescope that can see farther and deeper into space.
Right. And it's not just about analyzing data. These labs can also control telescopes and instruments remotely, so scientists can make observations from anywhere in the world.
Like having your own personal observatory on Mars or something.
Kind of. These labs are opening up new possibilities, allowing us to push the boundaries of what we know further than ever before.
It's a pretty amazing time for science and tech. But like with any powerful tech, there are potential risks. We talked about the legal uncertainty around inventions created by AI. The U.S. Patent Office is trying to figure out if AI can be an inventor, and if so, who owns what it creates.
It's complicated and has big consequences for the future of innovation. If AI can't be an inventor, it could discourage people from investing in AI research. Why invest if you can't patent and protect what's created?
On the other hand, if AI is an inventor, who owns the inventions? The company. The person who trained the AI. Does the AI own it?
It's a legal and philosophical mess. Some experts think we can adapt current patent law to AI. Others say we need totally new laws for this tech.
It's a debate that's going to go on for a while as AI keeps getting more advanced.
In the meantime, companies and researchers are moving full speed ahead, creating a huge demand for computing power. We talked about companies like CoreWeave and IBM building those massive AI supercomputers.
Those supercomputers are crucial for training the complex AI models behind all this progress we're seeing. They're the backbone of the AI revolution.
Totally. And as AI models become even more sophisticated, we'll need even more computing power.
But this kind of computing power is expensive. What if AI ends up only being available to huge corporations and governments who can afford these supercomputers?
It's a legitimate concern. We need to make AI accessible to everyone, otherwise we risk creating a digital divide, where only the rich and powerful have the best AI tools.
That's an important point, especially as AI becomes a bigger part of our lives. We need to make sure the benefits are shared and the risks are managed.
Now, about how AI is becoming a big deal in geopolitics. We discussed former President Trump's plan for a $500 billion AI project called Stargate, massive data centers in the U.S., to boost American leadership in AI.
It's a bold move, showing that AI is now about national security and global influence, not just technology.
You got it. And it's not just the US. China is also making huge progress, like with DeepSeek's AI model, which is said to be as powerful as OpenAI's, but much cheaper.
It's like a global AI arms race.
Definitely a competition, but also a collaboration. We're seeing both a race for advantage and a growing understanding that AI's challenges and opportunities affect everyone.
It's a complicated and ever-changing situation.
It is. And it's only going to get more complex as AI continues to evolve.
Well, let's take a closer look at some of these developments, starting with those self-driving labs. I'd love to learn more about how they work and what impact they're having.
Let's do it. We'll see how these labs are speeding up drug discovery, designing new materials, and even helping us understand the universe.
Sounds like a fascinating journey. Okay, so we've talked about a ton today. AI and finance, the race to build supercomputers. It's a lot.
Yeah, we've covered a lot of ground. And it's clear that AI is changing super fast and, impacting our lives in a big way.
Before we wrap up, let's go back to OpenAI's operator. Remember that. Their AI agent.
Right. That super smart browser. It can do tasks, get info, even interact with other online stuff for you.
It's like a digital assistant, but it lives in your browser and knows what you need.
Yeah, good way to put it. Think about it. You ask Operator to book a flight. It finds deals, checks your calendar, knows your favorite airlines and seats, even handles the payment and confirms everything.
That'd be so convenient.
Totally. And that's just one thing. People are using it for research, for writing, all sorts of stuff.
It's like a peek into the future, right? AI just blending into our lives, helping us do more.
Definitely. And it's not just about being more productive. Operator and these kinds of AI agents, they could make information and services available to everyone. Imagine someone who's not good with computers using an AI to navigate websites or fill out forms.
That could really help people who aren't tech savvy.
Absolutely. As these agents get smarter and more personalized, they could be super helpful for learning, working, connecting online.
It's pretty exciting. But like with anything powerful, there are risks, ethical stuff.
Right. We got to make sure these AI agents are developed responsibly. Think about privacy, bias, accountability. Like, what if an AI messes up and hurts someone? Who's to blame?
Yeah, those are important questions. We need to keep talking about this. Technologists, policymakers, the public, all of us, to make sure AI is used for good and everyone benefits.
We got to be optimistic but cautious. AI has huge potential, but we got to watch out for those pitfalls.
Well said. So we've reached the end of our AI News Deep Dive. It's crazy how fast things are moving, new breakthroughs and possibilities every week.
It's a wild ride for sure, and staying informed is more important than ever.
If you want to stay up to date and dig deeper, subscribe to Before AGI Weekly. And if you want to learn more and get hands-on with AI, check out my YouTube channel, Ian Okieng AI. You'll find tutorials and more to help you explore the world of artificial intelligence.
Stay curious, everyone, and keep exploring the amazing world of AI. Until next time.